Today we're playing a game called Devil Jam. So full disclosure, I'm being paid to show off this game. Obviously, I'm allowed to talk about it in ways that make me feel in like an honest and fair presentation. But the reason that this is in front of your eyes is because I'm being paid to do so. So at any point, if you like the game, if you want to check it out, there's going to be a linky that goes around. Oh, I should also put that up in the stream title. Sponsor. Yeah, exclamation sponsor will bring up the games if you want to check that out. It is 10% off in the launch week. This game went on sale, I think, 2 days ago on the 3rd. So Devil Jam seeks to be an interesting intersection between roguelikes and a music game, which I'm kind of excited about. You have to, while you're fighting waves of enemy, you have to try and fight them on the beat. I don't know exactly what that means for now, but we'll get into it when we get there. You can also turn on an auto aim thing if that's not your vibe, so we'll see how it goes. This game went through a fairly extensive like community feedback development cycle where a lot of people got to look at it all. Yeah, I think without further ado, let's get into it and see if any questions come up as we go. While Serge is doing the admin work, go clicky on the linky. I appreciate that. You're opening for both biscuits and jam. Oh my God. Wait, Serge, this game seems sweet. Hello? EK? Heck yeah. Would you like to play the tutorial? Yes, I would. Thank you for asking. Attacking, you will attack automatically to the beat of the music or whenever an enemy is in range. We have a dash.
I have a little gift for you.
Seek and destroy. Launches explosive love bombs that apply vulnerable. Interesting. Yo, sorry, our dodge roll is a power slide?
Not so soon. This time I prepared something interesting.
Increases the projectile count and damage of ranged weapons in affected slots. Are we making chords out of this?
You're getting the hang of this. Here's a little reward.
Keep your distance. Periodically knock enemies back and apply a vulnerable. Am I aiming this? I am. Okay. Ah, that's the auto aim they were talking about. Go shred him, kid. All right. Circle 1 into the grave. Survive for 3 minutes in 1 run. Yeah, I'm in. Reward, I get the sin of gluttony. Sure. I guess I don't have to accept it. I just auto accept it. Now, what about up top here? Ah, oh my God. Yo. Okay. That's locked. Can I pet the... whatever that is? I don't know. We have a change room back here. So what does the inventory do? Right. So now that we're not in the tutorial, I'm curious, like what sort of synergies we get as we play the different beats, you know? Oh, check it out. Top right corner. This is the style of game where we want to explore the map. Okay.
So the rookie's trying to prove themselves. Don't you worry. I'll whip you into shape, all right.
All right, Seek and Destroy launches explosives that apply vulnerable. Fire off a slow-moving projectile with immense gravity. Okay, or Allure. Hard projectiles which move outwards and then back. Oh, Pierce. These are all AoE. Let's go with this one. Oh. Okay, so what does this do? Mini fridge with an energy drink. Wait, so apparently a lot of the attacks are references, like music references. If you know what they are, please let me know. So Allure Rare, heart projectiles which move outwards then back. Oh, this just upgrades it. So I have 4 attacks now instead of 3. But yeah, like if it's all like old power metal references, that'd be hilarious.
There's more to life than being jaw-droppingly gorgeous. There is also crushing your enemies.
Sick. So we can get... I'm probably supposed to take other stuff, but what if I just kept clicking on Allure? Also, give me a second here. I want the voices to be slightly louder. Devastating. All right, new plan. We make everything quieter. And then by default, the voices will be louder. Oh God, not the oozes. Oh, interesting. When it goes out, it doesn't necessarily come back to us, which means we can use it to attack a bunch of different directions as well. I like this. The enemies are also moving to the beat. Okay, I need to stop just leveling up the same attack. It's fascinating that they keep giving this to me. Leaves a trail of vulnerable pheromones behind you. Launches explosive love bombs. Sure. Let's get an attack on other beats here, right? I'm curious. Can I move them? No. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. What's up, Neon? You think you like this aesthetic a little bit more than Death Must Die? Yeah, I mean, the biggest similarity so far is obviously walking around and then finding the shrines, right? Try to get this experience. So we could also level that up, or we can get another attack on the third beat here. Yo, do you notice that the bats are speakers? So 2 things with this game. One, apparently it's a original soundtrack composed by an award-winning musical artist. I can't remember the actual name. But yeah, like custom music for the whole game, which is very cool. And all of the animations are hand-drawn as well. All right, this should be our final attack here. Heaviest Matter is a Gojira song. Oh, yeah, please. Please give me all those references. I think that's got to have been the best part of the entire French Olympics as well, right? Was Gojira? Domination is Pantera. I'm confused about this because I definitely grew up as like a metal listening kid. How come I don't know any of these? Okay, we got some type of meta currency.
Nothing we love that couldn't kill us. Let them sing.
Domination wasn't an attack? Okay, I should move it then. There's nothing we love that couldn't kill us. Okay, hold on. So the heaviest matter. Give me a second here. So can I change the order? Main attack and affected ranged weapons deal more. And so it looks like it wanted to be there or it is affecting that one. I'm not entirely certain. I'm not entirely certain. Domination highlighted the southwest and northwest tiles. South. Oh, so what I wanted to do was I wanted to put it here. Where do you see that? Or I guess it just highlighted it and I just missed it, eh? It had a pattern box when I selected it. Neat. Okay. Once again, mash. Sick. All right, what does this do? Waymarker for souls. The wind guides you. Evasion chance. Oh, I was following my own AoE attack. That's very funny. So what you're saying is once again my inability to read was coming back to haunt me. Devastating. Let's get this free experience here, shall we? The heaviest matter epic. So this increases the damage by 50% on heaviest matter. Seek and destroy. Ranged AoE vulnerable. Launches explosive love bombs. So 2 statuses and makes it 1/6 larger. Let's do that. So we have a quest to survive for 3 minutes, which we have successfully done. Which means we'll have unlocked the second sin, which I believe was gluttony. Okay, what are we going for here? Mini fridge. Gluttony. That one's definitely your second sin. Is sloth being dirty or just being lazy? Or a little bit of both? Oh, interesting. Are these animated cursed stands running at me? Don't like that. So pheromones, I think, is the only one we have left. This is a movement skill. Oh. It's more lazy. Yeah, I think I'm kind of a sloth myself. Okay, we got a little soda. Okay, love the horns. Oh, what are you? The portal of possibilities. A reality without pain. Okay. Depends on the day. I guess I'm like 50-50 sloth and gluttony. Like I'm really quite lazy. All I want to do is lie on the couch and read. Being dirty can be a sign of being too lazy. Yeah.
Also crushing your enemies.
Ooh, legendary allure. Okay. Man who works 6 to 7 days a week calls himself lazy. I work because I have to, not because I want to. Right? Always lucky. All right, I got a feeling This is going to shock some of you. I got a feeling that we're probably not supposed to win on our first run. Especially when we only have access to one thing that we can level up. But I'm not throwing. Let's see how far we can get. We'll just simply outgame the game. What are you? Demonic, even above legendary. Okay. Proper laziness is being smart about when to work so as to maximize your laziness. Ooh, I like it. What's the pink thing on my map up here? Ooh, look at these big guys. Oh, is it healing? No, it's a meta currency. Okay. So these guys are obviously like a reference to Kiss, right? Like the eye makeup. Do you think these are the knights in Satan's service themselves? Possibly King Diamond? Interesting. Trying to make sure I don't like leave all of the experience behind, otherwise we're not getting any stronger when we kill all these enemies. Can't help but notice that I'm leaving all of the experience behind. I'm being zoned away. What is this? Interesting. Ooh, some type of blood fountain. Steal something. Lose health, gain currency. I will make a wish and get some luck. We ain't dead yet. Oh, I'm being attacked by a giant... we ain't dead yet. Immediately dies. Oh, God. Actually, though? What's up, C. Dudson? How's the game feeling? Pretty... to be honest, the first wave right now is feeling very restrictive, and I understand them wanting to not give too much going on in the first wave so as to overwhelm the player. But, you know, I'm a gamer. I want to try and win wave one. And I feel as though I do not have all the tools to do so right from the very beginning. But, like, this feels like a fairly modest adaptation of the genre thus far. Also, it's been 10 minutes. Pretty early. I like the rhythm mechanic. I think the rhythm mechanic in spreading your attacks across 4 beats is kind of interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of synergies that we can get from that. Like if you can strike a chord and something cool happens from that. We're playing out of our mind right now. We're probably not going to make it much longer though. Come on! Literal 1 HP in a dream. Contract failed. All right, hey there, boss. I hope you didn't just track blood all over the carpet. The record label owner? All right. So, oh, cool. It retroactively knew that we defeated that many. Oh, hey. All right. Let's take a second here to appreciate that we didn't have to go back and do another quest after. They're like, no, 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 no. You finished all of these? That's nice. Oh. Very interesting. Holy moly. All right, just hold for a second here. I got so much progress done. Defeat 1,000 enemies. We've unlocked Wrath. We got money. We got money. Win a run. Sure. Defeat the tier 1 boss. Kill 3 elites. Sure. Level up Seek and Destroy. We've unlocked Antichrist Superstar. Okay. We got more money. We've unlocked the Sadist. Sure. So yeah, they're all hidden, but when you unlock it, it shows you what the hidden ones beside it are. That's kind of cool. Survive for 8 minutes in one run using Falco. Sure. Reach level 20 as Falco. Level up Marismus to Demonic. Interesting. The Merchant.
Day to spend your hard-earned Hellions.
Hellions? Alright. Ah, okay. Pretty classic over here. You want better stats? Here's how you get them. Dash cooldown, increase regen. So we have money. We also have a meta currency down there with the various flasks. Gambler. Ooh, experience scaling? Yes, please. The first thing I do anytime I play a game like this is I look for the ability. Hold on, a new lust weapon. This one fires beams in cardinal directions and has multiple hit times. New lust ability, projectile super buff, but only for ranged weapons. Interesting. Yeah, I love to find the ones that let you grow faster, right? So, like this. Great. I'm not going to worry about getting a second weapon quite yet. Dig in the art style. Walking around the town kind of gives me a little bit more like a Hades vibe than specifically Death Must Die. But you can see where its inspirations are. But I like it. All right, now that I know that there's like adjacency bonuses, let me not be bad when I use this. You can also just turn on auto aim, eh? Sure. Gluttony. Oh my god. Hello? They roll onto the back. You've been granted permission to rub their belly. Yes, please. The Damnation Flame. Ranged piercing. Massive flaming rings fire at enemies. Reduces the effectiveness after every hit. Sure. The Sun Eater. Ranged healing. Drop a small flame that has a chance to drop a health pack when it hits an enemy. Or Ball and Chain. Throw a fireball that comes back after one beat. Start with Sun Eater. Oh, I see. Okay. That little phew. Oh, there you go. Dropped a healing item. All right, so the damage is bad, but that's fine. It'll scale. It'll scale, he says. Glutton for punishment. Buff retaliation. Taking damage increases your damage output on the next beat. Let's get another weapon here. I prefer this gluttony to the full metal alchemist one. Wasn't that like the big dude with weird glasses? They kind of looked like Fester from the Addams Family. How does the item grid work? So we have, picture them like chords on a guitar fret, right? So it looks like you see the beat, it goes left to right, and then every time it hits that beat, it activates every skill on that tree, right? Lust is back. I like Allure. So I'm really curious if I do something like this, what happens, right? So nothing yet, but we'll see if I get a buff ability. And the things beside it, can you go from A to B to C? We're still learning. We've seen one like adjacency synergy bonus yet, but we're still figuring it out. Got a healing item there, nice. Wrath, okay, okay. Man's got a gun. Is he supposed to be security? Oh, literally says head of security. Okay, that's a taser. Sick. Sledgehammer Justice. All right, the Chaos Sphere. Perform a powerful 360 melee attack around you. Appetite for Destruction. Common scaling buff. Destroying breakable objects grants a stacking damage buff and refreshes the duration of this buff. Interesting. So, if I take this... Wait. Oh. I was hoping to see if I could learn about, like, adjacency synergy bonuses there, but... that was not that kind of buff. Okay. Are they trying to make the music diegetic? So like I smashed the speaker there and I was curious if that did anything to the music. Okay, so the most important thing to do is probably going to be to get an attack on all 4 beats. There's more to life than being jaw-droppingly gorgeous. Tell me more. Ranged AoE, let's put that. If I was smarter, I would have gone single target AoE, but you know what? Here we are. Here we are. We're learning. It's literally round 2. We'll figure it out. Shove It, epic buff. Increases all forms of knockback. Blow Me Away buff. Affected weapons have increased damage and knockback. Additionally, 20% of the weapon knockback is converted into crit damage. Or we have Appetite for Destruction. Let's try Blow Me Away. So the pattern. Oh. Well. Interesting. Sounded somewhat influenced by the environment, but not necessarily diegetic. Yeah. Shove It is by the Deftones. I listened to a lot of Deftones. How did I not pick up on that one? Man, maybe I'm just really bad. End sentence. Strikes the nearest enemy with a powerful attack that reverberates through to the next one. Or the Chaos Sphere, ranged AoE. Okay, let's put this one here, right? Because it's affected by that AoE. So we'll have a melee and an AoE together. Mantra's a Tool song. All right, I'm here for all of you hitting me with all this music trivia, so thank you for this. All right. Reroll. Perform a series of penetrating, thrusting attacks in the direction of the nearest enemy. Okay, that's going here. So I've got AoE and single target with every beat except for 2 right now. Meow. All 3 heads are curiously fixated on your pocket. You should have eaten that candy bar when you had the chance. Oh my God. Hello, Meow Meow. So it looks like Gluttony gives us gifts. Melee Retaliation. Increases damage, crit, and whatever. Okay. Ah, makes one real good here. You know, I've got one big attack area. Oh, if I put it there, it does a bad job. Can I go back? I can. Nice. Okay. There we go. Okay, I need to find a magnet, please and thank you. Unholy wisdom enters your mind. Gain bonus experience for the next 30 seconds. All right, come on, magnet. Yo! All right. I love it when I have a magnet and an experience bonus at the same time. Big money. Yeah, no kidding. All right, there we go. So eventually we'll want to figure out what like common buff shapes are so that I can like set myself up for that, you know what I mean? Guitar pedestal. Electricity flows through you. Bonus movement speed. Sure. I think we lived 8 minutes last time. I feel like we're gonna do a lot better. Just a hunch. The sustain skill is pretty great too. Sad that I'm not strong enough to one-shot these enemies though. Recall a post about how the 7 deadly sins are always portrayed inconsistently, either embodying the sin themselves or making other characters commit it. How might that apply here, we think? I mean, I do like the entire premise here that the underworld is just a band and everyone has a role in there somewhere. Like, Gluttony being the Meow Meow is incredibly funny. I would have also appreciated or respected the choice of Sloth being a cat. Just be like, no, I'm not going anywhere. All right, so this is a 1 and a 2 and a 3. Do I have a good spot for this anywhere? I sure don't. Okay, so we're not going to take that. You missed the opportunity for Sloth to be a sloth. Yeah, I mean, like, I guess. But how realistic would it be for there to be like an actual sloth in your band? Meow Meow, on the other hand. Perfect pairing. They sleep like 40 hours a day. Sugar Rush. Can't help but notice a distinct lack of me picking up experience again. Cat on drums, literally and figuratively. Cat's favorite hobby is to find the favorite thing that you need and then falling asleep on it, trapping you forever. The Demon's Heart. Oh, that's just flat max HP. Let's go. How are we enjoying the game? Good so far. I'm very curious to see how it progresses. So it's got a bunch of questing for meta progress, but then it's also got a currency system for permanent upgrades. So I believe I had a quest to level up Heaviest Matter, so I'm going to do that. You get increased tempo attack speed at some point. Maybe, probably. I got a feeling that the other weapons might even have completely different songs, which will result in like different attack speeds as well. Or there might be, my speculation might be either like, there might be a solo mode or something like that, where you just start going pretty heavy on everything. The funny thing is, once you accept the premise of this game, there's so many little like cute things you can do that work. You know what I mean? You're like, oh wait, you could do this, and then everyone like claps and like, yeah, very smart. You're gonna be getting zoned away from all the experience again. Oh, so I believe that's elite number 2. Also, the thing that might be a little bit scary if you do enter that like super time movement is you'll notice a lot of the enemies are actually moving to the beat as well. Hold on. All right, jackpot. Oh, I'm dying again? Stop that. Ever since that imp with the skull mask and the funny hat snuck by, not even the lead singer will make it onto the stage without photo ID. Lore! Kinda hoping there'd be another healing item over here somewhere. Need to break through the encirclement. Okay, we got our first blue meta progress item, and I appear to be dying, but that's okay. There's gonna be healing down here. I know it. I know it in my bones. An organ! Movement speed, currency bonus, or level up reroll. Let's go for movement speed here. Maybe that'll help us stay alive a little bit longer. Ooh, Prison of the Starving Ghosts. Oh, more pickup range. Okay. Man, if we were talking about all the band nerds before when we were talking about like different audio tech stuff now that we're getting into like musical timing and stuff like that, some people are like, yes, 7/8 timing joke. Which, don't get me wrong, I appreciate. I'm actually embarrassed to admit how much like musical theory and stuff that I've forgotten. All right, 1 HP in a dream, chat. 1 HP in a dream.
Freaks down here. Would it kill these guys to put on a little perfume? Actually, it might.
The heaviest matter. Nope. I was trying to iframe through there. All right. See if we can get a little bit stronger. So one of the issues I did is I should have left more spaces open because it looked like a lot of the buff cards actually wanted to be played in the middle row. Cursed guitar dealing the most damage by a mile. 245 DPS versus all right, how do we do?
Oh, the two merchants down the hall are independent entrepreneurs. In other words, don't come running to me when you get ripped off.
The Circle of Slaughter. All right, health pickups, which was good. Complete 15 quests, okay. Oh, magnet. Get a magnet, sure. Ah. Survive for 8 minutes using Amy. Interesting. I wonder how I switch characters. Oh, the dressing room is unlocked. Derp. So here's a hunch. Here's a hunch. Character select. Amy. So let's see. All right. Ranged main weapon and extra projectiles. So she was the singer. Okay. Okay. Take some damage. Projectile super buff, but only for ranged weapons. Sure.
You really think you got what it takes to be the new hot ticket item?
Lars? Lars. See, I get this reference. This would be Lars Ulrich, the drummer for Metallica? Did I get one? Do I get a point? Ah, I can turn gold into the other items. Interesting. Okay, okay. You got one? Yes, I'm on the board. Sorry, this music deserves to be louder. Pronounced Ulrich, fellow Dane here. Pardon me. Pardon me. Okay, so let's learn what we did last time. Learn from what we did last time. We want to go melee, AoE, melee, AoE, or single target AoE, single target AoE. Definitely feel like I just want AoE. Like single target's going to be important for certain things, but for now, I feel like I'm just dying. None of the heads are paying attention to you. Excellent. Very good, Meow Meow. Very good. So here's healing again, right? So wait, ranged piercing, massive flame ring. So this is kind of our single target. That's not really single target. So AoE, single target, AoE, single target. We'll go for starters there, okay? Oh, we get two of these, eh? Interesting. Some kind of piano, the organ of chaos. Take movement speed. The appetite for destruction. Strife buff. Fascinating. When using an affected weapon, adds a randomized damage bonus ranging within 15% of the base damage of this ability. Sure. I want to put it here. Like, eventually we're going to get to the point that we're going to want single target to kill bosses, but I don't know if we're going to live long enough to get there, you know what I mean? Oh, what are you? The Lust Fountain. Get rid of health in exchange for luck. Yeah, I'm in. Better lucky than good, eh? Are we a lucky rabbit? I hope so. The Chaos Sphere. I'm gonna reroll. Stun Eater, ranged heal, Death Growl, melee retaliation, the Damnation Flame, ranged piercing. So this one looks like it is single target. So we did AoE, single target, AoE, single target. So let's go to put it here. which I realize means it doesn't get the buff, but I want to get an AoE skill for that other one to get a buff, all right? From my appear to be dying here, exchanging health for luck real fast. Yeah, how else am I gonna get strong enough to not die? Gotta get lucky, all right? Seems like they might be resting after a feast. All right, buff retaliation, buff ranged healing, sure. Get some more damage on that skill. I do like that there was a big old knockback after leveling up. Try not to get zoned away from all this XP. Go ahead and level up Sledgehammer Justice. I do like the agency that having a dodge roll gives you. Oh, the devil is here! Every asset needs a chance to perform optimally. What are you giving me? Whoa, buff, debuff. Increase crit chance. Increases the crit, strike chance, and crit damage of a weapon in the affected slot, but reduces all damage. Buff, debuff. Increases the damage of weapons in the affected slots, but reduces the area of everything. Oh, that's so funny. Or significantly increases your movement speed, but reduces your dash cooldown. Let's go from Fall of Ideals. That's kind of sick. A deal with the devil, you say? Couldn't be me. What's up, Molly? How are you, friend? You think that homie with the mega speaker chasing me is an elite? Good, hope you're doing well. Big chillin'. You know how it is. All right, so I've got this damage boost to everything on the right now, so I'm gonna take these melee attacks. I know I should put something there, but this gets a big buff right now, right? So hold on, wait, hold on. Range. I want to put an AoE there anyways. Wait, is Exploration Sponsor not something? The plan said to call Exploration Sponsor. All right, hold on. Mods? Mods, help me. Is it sponsored? Uh-oh. Can you put up an alias for sponsor and sponsored to both point to the same thing? And we're just going to pretend it was like that the whole time. All right, another AoE skills going here. Look, gonna be honest, I haven't made a command on my own in this channel for like 5 years. I can only do what I'm told. And I saw that exclamation sponsor was in the plan. I thought, I'm throwing John under the bus here, which is never gonna go well for me.
How about I turn you into a star, darling?
All right. Ooh, another single target attack. We're going to put it over here next to the Fall of Ideals. Yo, what's up, Joe? How's it going, buddy? Snurge asking the question that was on everybody's mind, but they were afraid to ask, which is, how do you test out mutton? So brave. Absolute mutton. Chewing on it, you'd think so. You'd think so. But will that really tell you the whole story? Ooh, magnet. Another attack. All right. Well, hold on. So that's AoE now. This is our melee. My dearest Jojo, maybe we start thinking about an afternoon coffee. I'm being judged. I'm being judged. Can we take a second here to appreciate how much better our damage is this run? There we go. Ooh, ooh. Also, now that I've turned the music up, I noticed that that enemy that runs up and explodes on the beat, which was very good. Now you want a mutton chop? Dang influencers. God. I know, right? I could have a double dash. Hold on. I could have a double dash, but then I don't evade. I could lose a Project Pierce for more knockback. Mimic his style. I bet he's just a poser. Sign up for lessons. Oh, yeah? I'll sign up for lessons. Sun Eater. 1 in 5 chance it drops healing. Huge. You know what this kind of makes me want to try that I've never actually played? There is a first-person shooter metal, like heavy metal rhythm game that if you like shot and reloaded to the beat, you also did extra damage to. And I'm just like really starting to vibe with this idea of rhythm adjacent games. Was it called Hellslinger? I couldn't remember. It was called Metal Hellsinger. There it is. Where do they get all these snacks from? Excellent, meow meow. Sun Eater goes up to epic. I bet you that's a, hold on. Ball and chain is a new attack. I'd like a new attack. You got it for VR. Interesting. So hold on. This adds randomized damage bonus ranging 15% bonus damage. Sure. Why not? Let's go here. All right, so we have another elite here, which is the weird percussionist. Deleted? All right. We found the Kiss fan club. Somebody was mentioning earlier they think it's a different band, but I'm going to go with my original idea that this is probably Kiss. This is just Gene Simmons, all right? Remember what he looked like? You're going to be shocked when you see him now, or whatever that meme is. Random buff. Just always be lucky. -5 luck. That's like the opposite of being lucky. I don't like that at all. That's a 50% damage buff. Look up King Diamond. I can't. I'm too busy gaming. The vertical ponytail is what sells on being kissed rather than any of their predecessors. All right, I tell you what, when this run is done, I'm gonna look up some photos here. And you're all gonna be like, wow, Serge, you're so right. It's the hair. It's the hair and the makeup together. It's not just the face makeup, right? Because it's like very early. This is like pre-corpse paint, right? There's a shrine here somewhere. The mirror.
It reeks down here.
Kiss had their own first-person shooter game called Kiss Psycho Circus from the 90s. Really? All right. Ranged main weapon vulnerable. Main attack and affected ranged weapon deal more damage and apply vulnerable. So, wait, can I replace something? No. Okay. All right, let's start trying to get some upgrades here. You haven't heard of it because it was bad. I mean, yeah, that's fair. Didn't Iron Maiden like sell their IP to a bunch of like weirdo mobile games not too long ago either? Did I make that up? I thought I remembered reading some articles about that. What's the name of the skeleton in Iron Maiden? Such a great job for words there, Serge. Wiggins literally worked on an Iron Maiden game? Okay, I didn't make that up then. Eddie, yeah. Yeah. Man, it's tough, Eddie. I get it, right? At some point, doesn't matter how much of a rock star you were, you gotta find another job. Magic also had a secret lair Iron Maiden. I guess that's one where it was just reprints. It wasn't like mechanically unique cards or anything like that. I have no recollection of that one. But then again, I'm not really I'm very happy to say that that is a market that has very little impact on me. Every time a secret lair comes out, I'm on social media and I'm watching people just being like big angry. I'm like, yeah, I'm so glad this doesn't affect me in any way. All right, let's get one more attack here. There we go. We're now full build, which I've never done before. And now we just make ourselves stronger. Wait a second, what's this? Meggy and the Speggies. Our first boss fight, y'all. I missed that dodge by a heartbeat. What do you think a Speggy is? Ow. Okay, so some of these are heat-seeking. Okay, so the problem here with this phase is I can't get close enough to do any damage. And if I'm not doing any damage, I'm not winning the fight, you know what I mean? Healing item, huge. Another healing item, also huge. Okay, the rhythm element of this is actually super fun. Sorry, I'm just kind of like locking in right now. This is great. Wish my damage was better, but you know, that's not the game's fault. My sandwich. Give her greed for healing. I think we're actually healing on this fight. Let's go sustain. Okay, get closer, try and get some damage. They dropped the sandwich. They dropped 2 sandwiches! Oh my god. Ow. Forgetting food, isn't that gluttony? Look, hey now. Fireball. Interesting. And $26 dues, and we also got, yeah, that's our first boss kill. Cool. If you're ever recommending other games to check out, it's got to be in Discord. My ability to retain anything is very, very, very small. Very small. Good job. Good English, Surge. First boss in the game. That's true. What's up, Gluttony? What do you got? Sun Eater goes up to 33 damage. That's kind of cool. Ball and Chain goes up by, that's a 50% increase. That's huge. That's also AoE. Let's try, and I think that's going to do more damage. I think we just count on that one skill to do, to like proc, but I don't think we actually care for it being a damage source. You know what I mean? Like our healing skill doing slightly more damage doesn't really matter. All we needed to do is heal. Which is doing a great job of, by the way. We're at full health now. Huge. Sun Eater is back. Ball and Chain does 22 more damage. What does this do? Glutton for punishment. Taking damage increases your damage on the next beat. Sure. Yeah, that's true. Like if we get 2 levels in healing, maybe 2 levels from now it's kind of cracked. So yeah, there's definitely a knowledge element to this game that we are missing out on. And we are just dying, you know, that's cool too. How do I get arms like... How did I get arms like these? Easy. Every time someone tries to climb the gate, I do 1 push-up on their grave. Sick. Yeah, see, like this, that doesn't seem like a huge upgrade. This, 2 more projectiles? That looks like a 50% damage increase. Trying to find those boosties. Did the level continue after the boss was killed? So in predecessors, to this genre. So, for example, Death Must Die. They have two mini bosses, maybe 3 mini bosses, and then the final boss. See, I'm curious how long a full round is. In this genre, 20 minutes is pretty standard. Like the final boss will show up around then. All right, let's just keep taking damage upgrades. That's a 25% increase. That's a 50% increase. I'm gonna take the 50% increase. Ow. I just took so much damage. Brutal. All right, I just need my healing item to proc, please and thank you. Hey, there we go. Another healing item dropped. Going back for it. I took more, dang it. You ever take more damage trying to heal than if you had just like left? Asking for a friend. Oh, it expires. Oh, that's bad. All right, we've learned an important lesson, which is the sandwiches can time out. Uh-oh. I keep like running in circles so that I can run back and get a healing item, but then I take more damage and then the cycle just repeats itself. No! I watched that healing item vanish before my very eyes. Status stacks and bigger area on Seek and Destroy. Let's do it. No! Well, that's bad. Boo! I'm normally very leery of sponsored games, so I'm very careful with the sponsored games that I pick. I'm gonna be honest, the number of games that I actually like choose to partner up with versus the options that we have are very, very, very limited.
Oh, the 2 merchants down the hall are...
All right, how much progress did we lose there? It looks like the game saved before we started that run, which is a little bit devastating. Okay. That's too bad. We got too powerful and crashed the game. Yeah. Womp womp. Man, that stinks. All right, let's try Amy again, shall we? The actual progression is learning the game. Well, I mean, you know, I also kind of enjoy unlocking. Big fan of unlocks. Experience by 3% seems strong. Luck by 10 seems strong. All right, let's try that again. That feel when someone unplugs the amp? Devastating. All right, let's go left this time. We kept going right. Maybe that was the issue. Uno, hi buddy. Welcome on in, Raiders. How y'all doing? Welcome to some hashtag sponsored content. We're checking out Devil Jam right now.
You've got potential.
The heaviest matter. I think I actually prefer starting with a lure. Is this game as delicious as it sounds? So in this case, jam is not the food, but instead talking about music. So it depends. Does listening to music make you hungry? Then boy, is this gonna go great with your biscuits. Okay, we're gonna go ranged AoE, yada, 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 yada. Not even a traffic jam. Do traffic jams make you hungry? Now I'm confused. Y'all, I'd like you to know that Joe brought me a coffee, and I'm so lucky. Remember to me that a biscuit is what you would call a cookie. Yeah. You not put jam on your cookies? Seek and destroy ranged AoE vulnerable. This, by the way, is why you take luck, so that you just start with a purple level one instead of a gray. Got a little soda. The music slaps, yeah. Oh, magnet time.
It reeks down here.
This game is making you actually hungry. Incredible. Have a good one, friend. Thank you very much for that raid. Friends, go follow Uno. Longtime friend. Excellent human. He's got that good British humor that I know some of you love. All right, we're finally going to be able to take advantage of domination. Ranged main weapon vulnerable. So my main weapon gets more vulnerable, and then we also get to do this to the following two attacks. Sure, let's take pheromones as well. This game is giving you, oh, the music is giving you Symphony of the Night vibes. I'm getting, I don't know if I know Symphony of the Night. Wait, I just got mustard full heal. Sick. I don't know, man, maybe there's like a whole genre of music I didn't listen to. I thought I listened to a fair amount of like power metal. When I was, you know, in the 90s and 2000s, and apparently not.
The next big thing.
Apparently my simple dipping of my toes into, you know, a little bit of Maiden, my little bit of Sabbath, my Metallicas. I guess I was listening to more like black metal and death metal instead of just like power metal and like, I don't know. The subplot of the sponsored stream is having an existential crisis over his music knowledge. Yeah, I guess so. Now, if this was covering, you know, like punk songs from the 90s and 2000s, ooh, watch out. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We want one AoE and one close range skill in each one here. That's what we're gonna do. That's how we're gonna switch it up. So let's put you here. That way we'll have single target and AoE on each note. Or each chord, each beat. The word we're looking for is beat. A legendary? Yeah, don't mind if I do. Oh, we have a chest. Please, out of the way, please.
This isn't favoritism. It's just good business.
I believe you. Why not both? All right, gain reroll tokens on level up, but receive less currency. The exchange rates are rarely in your favor. Significantly increases the damage of the weapons in the affected slot, but reduce everything else. Significantly increase movement speed, but your dash cooldown. Let's give this one a try. Let's give this one a try. I need gluttony, and I need to get that heal. Take another marasmus. Pardon me. Oh. Those little toot toots are hitting me. You like that you shatter the chest without even bothering with the lock? It's very metal. In my headcanon, that's a song about a couple with the names Mara and Rasmus. Interesting. This goes up to demonic, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, I'll just keep clicking on stuff. Why not? One in 4 beats, I just delete everything. I gotta say, I think I like her animations more than the other guy. She's just throwing the horns back and forth, which is kind of fun. Electric flows through you. You get to move extra fast. Okay. Okay, I need the Meow Meow to show up sometime soon, please and thank you. I need Gluttony Meow Meow to show up and fix me. With the healing. Interesting little bit of tension in this game between wanting to explore the map to find more level ups, but also not having as many resources to pick up resources that you leave behind you. Yo, Alden, what's up, friend? Thank you for that Prime. You doing well? Thank you very much for spending Amazon's money. If I stay just outside the range, you cannot hurt me. Fascinating. Don't even need to dodge here. He said, immediately taking damage. Affected weapons have increased damage and knockback. Additionally, 20% of the weapon's knockback is converted into additional crit strike damage. Don't feel like I have a lot of attacks right now. This is another attack. So this is my melee. AoE, AoE. Which is my strongest one right now? It's that one. That's so strong. All right, let's put it here. You off to bed? You'll have a good one, Zed. You're off to bed to go, or off from work and going to an actual rock show. Oh, have fun. That sounds great. Oh, right. I forgot that we were going to look at pictures of who this homie was, but then I realized it's because the run didn't end. The game crashed. So that's why we didn't look at the photo. All right, settle down, Gene. Sorry, Mr. Simmons. I shouldn't be that familiar with him. Did I get that soda? I think I did. So many enemies. Ah! Oh my goodness. Come on. I need another attack here. It'd be interesting if it was, to tell us if it was new or not. This is melee and AoE, so I should put this here. Oh, that healed me for 17. Nice. I thought that red soda was the red vial meta progress, but maybe it's actually just a healing item. This is the red vial meta progress item. Okay, good stuff. Okay, so now we know that healing item that we got from the Meow Meow is actually kind of rare. I should definitely hold out for that more in the future, eh? Holy moly. Double smash. All right. Oh, all right. If I tried killing the enemies instead of dying to them. Wait, hold on. That's an option, LaShoy? Hold on. That changes everything. Destroying breakable objects gives me a 40% damage buff. Yes, please, and thank you. But LaShoy, I'm so outnumbered. I think I heard Steam Chivo get. Okay, I'm getting bullied here. I need to go back and get my drink. I'm being zoned away from my drink. Got it. You bring only the most of secret of techs to streams. Well, I'm flattered that you shared that with me. Nobody else had made a suggestion like that. Chat, I need y'all to step up and be more like LaShoy, please and thank you. All right. Oh, interesting. A new boss. This one is Carlos. So one of the interesting things about this game is there are, oh my God. There are, oh, yo, sorry, it's just the horns. That's sick. Oh God. Oh God, it was less sick. It killed me. There are 4 different bosses and you see 3 every run, which is kind of interesting. All right, so I felt a lot weaker that run than I did the previous run, which is interesting. Surge, I tell you that the best option is to get good all of the time. Yeah, but I need more concrete objectives like kill the enemies, Gunner. I never connected get good with kill the enemies.
You know, there wouldn't even be a rivalry between Death and I if only the public didn't have atrocious taste. That shrieking of his can hardly be called music, if you ask me.
Devastating. All right, any new Chivos here? Couple. Survive for 8 minutes with Amy. Deal 50,000 damage using main weapon in one run. Okay. Oh, don't get hit. Ah, now we're talking. All right, can I get any stronger? You think it's a damage issue or a health issue? Why not both? Do I have a Sharp Strings 3? Not until I unlock something else. Okay. Increase your starting reroll by 3. Good. Crit damage, good. Sins. This one fires beams in cardinal directions, okay? Or no. And then, all right. Temporary new construction temporarily amplifies your damage. Heal back up with a quick snack along the way. Increases your critical strikes for a while. Cutting edge. Oh, this adds more. Oh, this adds more like event objects in the game while you're running around. That's cool. I want to buy one more of these blue ones.
You really think you...
We'll wait till we get to the enemy again, but like the build, the shape, the hair. The hair is the big difference maker. The eyes? Too small to make that definitively. I'd say the eyes between both of those is very, very, very similar. I think the eyes are very similar. Oh, hold on. Heal? Yes! Sun Eater is back. All right. I think the eyes are remarkably similar between both of them, but like that's the same. Like the eyes, no. I'd say the difference would be between chin and hair. It's definitely Kiss. It's definitely Kiss. I think you're just wrong, dog. I'm sorry, MacBody. Yeah. Tower of Power. Try to guess the next song. Wrong. I get 5% less damage. Sick. Oh, absolutely. Like Gene Simmons could have been inspired by that. I'll give that 100%. But I think this game is referencing Kiss. Anyone doing corpse paint is clearly referencing Kiss, even if they did it first? Sure. All right, single target, AoE. Let's, I mean, they're going to be opposite each other anyways. You got moves. I'll give you that. That's what that person sounds like in my head. Buff. Increased damage and knockback. I don't need damage on my healing skill. Let's go like that. Yeah, I feel like this is one of these games where we get stronger by having more options rather than making the options that we have more powerful. Just because you only get to use one particular skill once every rotation, which is kind of interesting, right? Why are we fighting Gene Simmons in the oozes all the time? We kind of just jumped into the game. There wasn't necessarily a giant like lore exposition thing that explained why we're fighting. We just know that we are fighting. Apparently there's beef between Satan and Death, with one of us calling the other's music basic, which is kind of funny. Go for another point in Sun Eater here. We get 2 projectiles now. I think I healed when I walked through that. Violence isn't the answer. I don't remember asking any questions. Sick. All right, game. So this is AoE, this is melee, so that we're gonna do a... I don't have anything here yet. AoE, let's put it here. It's a real battle of the bands, but lethal. Let's grab all this experience. There we go. Another AoE. So we have AoE there, AoE here. All right. So we already have 6 attacks. Hopefully 5 attacks? 5 attacks. 5 attacks, 1 buff. Hopefully this is enough to actually start getting us like a pretty easy clear here. Nope, I missed the healing. Wow, the timing that they stay alive is really slow. Bonus health, but I lose 25% of my health. Bonus luck, but I lose health. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Plus 100 health is massive. Ah! I watched it vanish before my eyes. I'm at max health, so it doesn't really matter, but still. Doesn't feel good. Thrashed! Dropped as mythic, eh? Increases the damage and crit chance of weapons in the affected slots based on your missing health. What if I don't want missing health? Two projectiles. This is ranged piercing. This is melee piercing. Let's go with ranged. The damnation flame. All right, feeling strong. Dash cooldown. All right, 30 seconds. It's nice to not be like constantly on the edge of death for a little bit. I mean, I'm sure it'll catch up to us pretty quickly here, but you know. think we look like a battle bunny. The twin tails is giving you rabbit vibes, bun vibes. That's fair. The Statue of Beginnings. Walk your own path. More movement speed, more dash. Okay. Take a breather. Bonus experience, negative luck. We have massive luck. So let's get the experience bonus here so we scale a little bit faster, right? This is Satan again. I don't actually love, gonna be real, I don't love Satan. Which is maybe a weird thing to say. Weird thing to say. Let's roll a different god instead, shall we? Lure is ranged and piercing. Big fan of the skill. Hot take there? I know. All right, chat, go with me on this journey. Satan, bad? God, this Serge Jaeger used to be so edgy, and they just started pandering to his audience with his lukewarm takes. But Satan is where the metal comes from? Oh no. So go with me on this journey. And I'm absolutely in favor of artists being able to protect their music and their creative property and stuff like that. But boy, do I wish it was easier to license music for stuff. Because like, two specific examples would be like the first Rock Band game and Tony Hawk Pro Skater. And I just don't know how something like that gets to exist in 2025, which is kind of a shame. Code is 666, currency bonus 10%. I don't really know the logistics of like what's happening in there, of like why it all sucks, but man. Because you know the song that I think would be impossibly sick in this is actually, I think it's called Tenacious D's The Metal. Can you imagine that track going right now? How hard that would go?
More to life than being jaw-droppingly gorgeous.
You were literally thinking of that specific song? Incredible. Incredible. Artists have been selling their catalogs of late, so in theory it could be easier now. Interesting. But I mean, I guess the other thing too, it's like, look, companies have limited money when it comes to making stuff as well, right? Jack Black is down for cool things? Oh, for sure. That is not at all like a dig at the soundtrack for this game. But like, the soundtrack is made to give like a feeling of nostalgia and familiarity with a very particular genre, and it just makes you want to hear more of that genre, right? Let's re-roll this. There we go. There we go. Can I get a good buff anywhere here? No. I wish if this game had the ability to like replace, would be kind of interesting as well. The number of the beast, yeah. Yeah. Despite me not being able to pick up on any of the song references, this does give me some like Iron Maiden vibes as well. All right, we are suddenly dying again, which I don't know how that's supposed to happen. We're supposed to be strong here. Did I heal off of that? No, that was actually... There's cool and good, and I guess that was uncool and bad is what I just did. Okay, we are... So the thing that's very upsetting to me is the fact that the health expires. Oh, no! Dang it. I was playing with danger there. I was playing with fire. I was trying to stay close enough that I could maybe dash in and grab a healing item, but no dice. All right, GG. Survive for 30 minutes? Oh my goodness. Greed is available at the merchant. Uh-huh. Tell me more. Go on. Greed, you say?
You're already getting a mate's rate here. You should see what I charge my enemies.
Thanks, Poppy. Okay, I need one more blue and one green.
Don't blame me.
Don't blame me. No! Oh, wow, that's expensive. I wanted to sell something. Oh, no, those do not sell for a lot. Okay. So what do we got? Guess we're just chilling for now, eh? The sin of greed. That money-obsessed brother of mine needs some financial compensation before lending his help. Interesting. Oh, okay. New lust weapon. This one fires beams in cardinal directions. Sure, let's try that out. We'll switch back. Switch back to Falco. And I wonder how we switch to that weapon. New lust weapon. Oh, maybe we unlock it for her run. Okay, really quick before we start the next run, I'm going to take a short bio break. Everyone get up, have a stretch, have a bend. I'll see you in just a second. All right, just wait another 30 seconds for ads to end and we'll get back into it. All praise chair. Yeah. We're back to our non-seasonal emotes for all that stuff as well. Just want to check out some more of the town here before. What if there's a point where we can actually like watch the band jam? Seasonal spring cleaning of chair. Just take a chair outside. All right. One more. Ads are on. You might not necessarily see them depending on your region.
All right, Pipsqueak. Keep your hands where I can see them and show me your backstage pass.
All right, we are all in on melee stuff. Let's give it a go. Yeah, online ads are always kind of weird. Because they are, within this window of time, here is an opportunity to show ads. Provided your, like, your region or your demographic might show up. Sometimes they'll be like, yeah, this is a buff. Let's reroll here. I want another attack. Sledgehammer Justice. They'll be like, it turns out we don't want to serve ads to people on Android phones in this particular part of the world in this particular window of time. So sometimes, you know, it's just me sitting here looking like a weirdo. No, it's not entirely true, but you know. All right, Lust is here. We should have that new attack. Not now, but maybe soon. Seek and Destroy. We'll put this in the AoE slot, which is over here. It's incredible how quickly that run went from like, oh yeah, this is going great, to now we're dead. Just missing something that allowed us to scale a little bit harder there. All right, what do we got? Good? Did something good happen that time? I have no idea. Interesting. Yeah, without getting massively into it, the basic way that ads work nowadays on the internet is anytime an ad could be served, there's actually like an online auction that takes place. Depending. Somebody might pay and just cover everything. They just want to blanket it, but most places try and get a little bit smart with their ad spend. And so what they do is, like, you open up your phone and you open up your app, and then an ad could be served to you, and then an online auction happens, and they're like, all right, this is the information we have. Who wants this? And then somebody bids, I want 0.001 cents to show this, and then someone else is like 0.0011, and then they win, and then that's the ad that you see compared to the other ones. And then the more information that the app knows about you, the more they could charge, because targeted advertising is more efficient than untargeted advertising. Hence the sponsored stream, for example. And so they pay a higher price. All right, we're gonna roll until we get heal. There it is. Wild to think about it as a back end thingy. Yeah, and we're gonna put it here. So then the other thought about all that ad stuff is, I don't know, how much do I want to actually get into this? Can you tell at one point I used to work for ad tech? Blech. Oh, I'm so glad I don't work in tech anymore. So let's say you have an ad spend budget, right? You have $1,000 for a campaign or something like that. You want to show your ad to as many people as possible for as little money as possible, but then you also want like a conversion, right? You want people to like your product at the end of it. So if you go too cheap, you don't win the bid for the people you want to put in front of. If you go too expensive, you don't get to show as many people as possible. So there you have it. All the good times. Told my brother about a joke about chocolate, caramel, and peanuts. He didn't laugh at all. I thought I'd at least get a snicker. Should have gone for O. Henry. I think those land better. But all right, I'm all in on damage skills right now. Oh, another one. Now I just want chocolate. Thanks, Cam Cool. Now Joe wants chocolate too. Cam Cool, what have you done? Joe just said she ate all the nice chocolate in our house too. This is devastating. How are you gonna make this up to me? All right, turns out damage is good. See if we can get buffs online now. Oh, I hear Joe breaking out something. Maybe we do have a snack? Maybe? Blessed? Ball and chain melee piercing. Throw a fireball that comes back to you. Yeah, I'm just going to keep taking every single attack here. Let's put this one here. Pardon me. Nice. Ooh. Got a little bottle there. Good stuff. All right, feeling stronger. So you're saying there's a chance. Okay, not bad, not bad. Ooh, what's the blood fountain do? Admit your sins, spend currency for evasion. Steal something, let's make a wish. Let's get some more luck here. Luck, the least greedy stat. Buff scaling, destroying breakables. Yeah, that makes me stronger without taking a slot, which I think is pretty strong. Oh, guitar full of money. Unguarded coffers. All currency you get for the next 30 seconds plus 20%. Sure. %10 damage and lowering my crit damage. Yeah, I'll take that. Damage seems huge. Oh, interesting. That has a huge hitbox, which we just got stuck on. Boom, boom, boom. All right, we're reaching the phase where I'm getting bullied again. Love that for us. Nope. I lied. I did not actually love that. All right, let's try manual attack positioning here. Okay. The Trail of Pheromones should help us out because then it's following us and it's in the vulnerable debuff. Okay. Good stuff. Hello, Mr. Simmons. Big fan. Mr. Simmons, sir, please. Hello. You're getting a little aggressively close here. Maybe this is not a aim my attack kind of game. See if that makes much of a difference here. So the game can be set to either manual direction or auto. And wondering if that is the slight advantage we need to sort of turn the corner here. That little bit of extra agency. Come on, buff. I can't tell if I got that. Oh, 10% movement speed. Okay, that's huge, actually. Agreed. All right, meow meow. All right, meow meow. Reroll for better heal. Yeah. This doubles the chance of the healing item falling. Seems vitally important. Eep. Oh god. Okay, boss in 50 seconds. Ooh, what are you? Do you heal? No. So this lowers my max health but gives me a regen, which I actually think is kind of sick. Because what does it matter what my max health is if it's not full, right? Okay, 30 seconds until the boss. I'm actually hoping I might be able to heal off this boss, but we'll see. Okay, I don't need a ton of Pierce going into the boss fight here. Oh, I got a magnet. That's big.
I realize.
No, not the devil. All right. Significantly increases the damage of weapons in the zone, but reduces the damage. That's fine. Increases the damage of weapons in the affected slots, but reduces the damage and area of your main weapon. Oh. Sure, let's give this a try. Can I get another attack here? Right. All right, we're fighting a boss. It's Meggy and the Speggies again. Let's give it a go. Oh, I didn't realize that when she gets picked out, it's because the little demons like grab her from the back shoulder like a meow meow. Okay. Got that footies. Ow. That was bad. The music is so good in this boss fight. That is twice in a row now I've managed to dodge, or not dodge rather, the very large and obvious telegraphed attack. Pog. I get hit by that again? Jeez. There we go. Dodge early, dodge often, I always say. Serge, you never say that. GG. Boss shredded. Hell yeah. Oh. All right, boss 1. That is the second time we've ever done that. Right. So imagine if it's live until minute 30, there would be a boss every 10 minutes, is my current guess. Is this a new weapon? Yo, what's up, Measure of Hope? How you doing, friend? Good to see you, friend. Currency bonus. More money for the next 20 seconds. I love the idea that, you know, even in the underworld, we're throwing down a guitar and we're busking. All right. 50% more projectiles for this. There we go. That was another elite. Which one is that? Blow Me Away just got leveled up. Okay. I don't want to leave behind all this experience, but I am dying. I go here. No, I once again have not left myself a good spot for domination. Heavy as a really heavy thing, though. Now we're talking. Glad I didn't miss the game. I'm glad you're here, friend. Yeah, the rhythm gamification of a survivor-like fits the genre quite well. So if you're just joining, you're wondering what the heck is going on. So you'll see at the bottom with the beat to the tune, we go basically through these like guitar frets. There's probably a more correct word that describes what the mechanic we're looking at is. And so every attack you put there gets triggered when you hit that note in the beat, and it kind of goes through it all like 1, 2, 3, 4 over and over and over again. So you have this interesting balance of trying to figure out how you want to distribute your attacks. You know, do you have one really good attack every 4 beats? Do you have 4 sort of medium attacks? Plus adding the like sort of RNG nature of a survivor like, of like what is actually even offered to you at certain times. Like the skill grid both makes the cooldowns easier to understand, and the buffs have a specific area for strategy as well. Yeah, there's a bit of a knowledge thing of trying to figure out what a good layout is. So for example, Lust has a layout that gives a diagonal boost, and I have never left the one time I picked it went somewhere bad, and I've never really left a good spot open for it to show up late. I do wish the healing items stuck around a little bit longer. No, the devil's back. Significantly increases the damage of weapons in the affected slots. No, I mean, I guess, sure. Let's lose max health and become way luckier, and then hopefully that's just not terrible. I have 82 max HP now. Love that for us. I don't even know if that's good for us to get now, because like with most of our slots already taken, like, can I skip 2 levels with luck? I don't know if I can. Oh, hey, an extremely large Gene Simmons has approached. Look at the size of this lad. Goodbye. The microphone is on fire. Eep. So this is officially the best run we've ever had. And I'm curious to see how far we can go. Oh, oh, now they explode. Oh, I hate that. Oh, what are you? Ticket. Oh, I got +3 to rerolls. Okay, sure. Dog. That's not a dog surge. That's a meow meow. All right. More projectiles on the heal, which means hopefully more healing items drop. Just slowly dying here. Another healing item did in fact drop. I just don't know if I can get to it. I got to it. I don't know if it was worth it. I think I took more damage than if I had just left. Healing items. Let's go. Yes. Huge. What's up, Tommy? Glad you're still going. Thank you. Healing. Greeting. Hello, meow meow. Let's go for the damnation flame. Okay, got another little meta progress flask there. Doubled back for the Sando. Huge. So there's little tiny annoying enemies like this that are throwing projectiles at me that are a little bit hard to spot. No! Devastating. The sandwich vanishing right in front of my eyes. God, I'm so hungry. How could they do this to me? Okay, there we go. We're healing. We're sustaining. We're stabilizing. I think that's an elite. This extremely large and aggressive slime that's coming after me. No more Satan, please. Every time I get Satan, I feel like it's just worse for me. Healing items went away too. It feels like all the trade-offs that are being offered to me don't make me stronger. And it could be I just don't know what's good in this game. And somebody who'd be experienced would be like, nah, Surge, those are actually good. Now there are multiple flavors of Gene Simmons. My favorite one is mint. The mint is the green one. You'd think it's the blue one, but that's actually blueberry. Glutton for Punishment Mythic. Buff retaliation. Taking damage increases your damage by 90%. Hello? Well, the good news is I'm getting a lot of damage buffs right now. The bad news is I don't know how long I'm going to last for. Oh! Oh, another boss! Y'all. Brutus! A2. Okay, what are your mechanics? Big fireball. Okay, we just died. I did not have enough time to figure out the mechanics there, which is too bad. Defeat the tier 1 boss. Yes. Our Cursed Guitar was our main DPS there by a chunk, followed by a Lure after a while there. Mantra did nothing. Fascinating. So we unlocked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Chivos there. What does that get us? It's probably just more money, right? Defeat the big elite dude. That's very funny. All right. Deal 500,000 damage in one run. Get some money. I just like downing the Colossus. Defeat elite big dude. Yep. Complete 30 quests. Upgrade the merchant. Oh, interesting. So reward the sin of envy. Okay. Defeat Brutus in under 90 seconds. Yeah, dog. Sure. Reach 20 with Falco. Get some cash money. Sure. Level up Green Serpent to Demonic. Right, of course. That makes sense.
You're making serious moves, aren't you? At this rate, it'll be your face on this merchandise someday.
There we go. Okay, so the next point of damage that we wanted, that's how you unlock it. Oh, another dash. Oh. Right, and our bottleneck is this green resource here. Increase your generation by 1. Yeah. I need to buy another one of those greens. I think damage is the one that we want, right? Yeah, I'll spend 3,500 on that.
Don't be shy.
Damage by 5%. What else are we looking at? Movement speed. Okay. Yeah, upgrading the shopkeeper. Luck by 10. Sure. Experience by 5. Sure. What if I bought just one more? Wow, I had almost exactly the right amount of money. I was $20 is the difference between being able to get that and not. Better lucky than good, right, chat? You got to get your luck. You got to max out your luck as quickly as you can. A new devil ability greatly increases projectile count of weapons, but you take constant damage, yikes. More enemies appear, but you get some bonus damage as well. Okay, peace of mind. More experience and a greater pickup range, but you get less money. Sure. Fascinating. All right, give me 1 second. The game might flicker. Apologies. Oh no. Oh God. I clicked on the wrong thing. All right, we got time for one more run, friends. No, what have I done? Get out of here. One more? Let's give it a go, shall we? Gotta meet Envy. True, though. This is not Envy. Antichrist Superstar has just arrived. We didn't see that at all last time. So this is the 4 cardinal direction one, right? Oh, what? That is interesting. I think I like that a lot. Fires condensed energy in cardinal directions. Let's go here. I wonder if I level this up enough if I get the other cardinal directions, or am I completely wrong with is cardinal just like lefty righty? Is it not also uppy downy? You know what I'm talking about? It is all 4. Okay. So yeah, maybe this is just like low level bad version of the cardinal directions. Okay, I thought it was all 4. They're being cheeky with us, I see. Okay, let's go get this magnet. Okay, let's just level it up. It's the whole WASDA. I like that you didn't. I like that you used keyboard directions and not a compass for that. Yeah, forget north, south, east, and west. Over here, we respect the WASDA. Never eat soggy wood. Were you taught on never eat soggy wheat? I heard another one. I can't remember what it was, but I was on team never eat soggy wheat to learn the cardinal directions. All right, is this all 4 directions now or no? Never eat soggy waffles. That's too many syllables. Take more damage. I thought somebody else had like a completely different one that didn't even start with north, right? It was like, I have no idea. I can't even imagine what it would be, but I believe it exists. Never eat soggy Wheaties. Yeah. All right, we're finally gonna make domination good. Never eat shredded wheat? Shredded wheat? What those poor shredded Wheaties ever do to you? Got it. Yeah, the one thing we've all learned is apparently geography teachers hate milk. Wow, all in on lust apparently. Take pheromones. You never heard that mnemonic before, eh? Mimetic? Your geography teacher was from the prairies. Yeah. Oh. Hold on. Yours was no one envies Saskatchewan weather. Oh, that's so funny. Huh. That's so different. Wow. Incredible, actually. But it always starts with N. What is it trying to teach us? That we're going to forget that there's 4 cardinal directions? We can't remember north, south, east, west. So you're like, okay, if you can't remember those words, remember this proverb. Never eat soggy waffles. And you're like, what? Like, huh? Nunna envies southern women. All right, that's getting maybe a little too real here. Somewhat of northern Italian heritage here. Hold on. Was it to teach you which direction was which? Like, what does that teach us? Like, why are we learning this? Somebody help me. It's to help with the order so you don't mix up east and west. Oh, okay. I mean, that's fair, because I cannot for the life of me ever remember which direction is which on a boat. Like, I don't know where starboard is. It's opposite port. Yep. Y'all are trying to tell me like I'm gonna remember past this conversation. You're like, no, Serge, remember this. You're like, no, this has come up before. I won't. You learned starboard and larboard from Final Fantasy 14 raids. Incredible. There you go. Forget boats. Envy! Hello. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay. Is Envy stirring an instant coffee with a pen? This is some interesting energy right now. Critical method buff increases crit chance and crit damage of weapons in the affected slots. The Night Witch, AoE poison and dodge. Deal damage upon dodging an enemy. Evasion chance 3%. Or the Speed King. Interesting. So Envy is our marketing agent. Okay. Moving grants a stacking movement speed and damage buff that is lost when you stop when you stop for too long. When am I ever going to stop? Why would I ever stop? Finally, the opposite of the standstill archetype that never works. God of Weapons and Brotato have done two very good jobs of having like speed actually matters mechanically, both as a standstill and a keep moving, which I both respect and appreciate. There it is. Antichrist Superstar gives us the big old plus shape now. Now, I can't wait for y'all to tell me that Cardinals also include the 45s. Oh, now we got a giant laser beam. I'm here for this. Huge. Mr. Simmons. Pardon me. Those are bishops. Pardon me. Thank you, friends. Oh. Magnet.
There's nothing we love that couldn't kill us. Let them sing for you, cry out for you, bleed for you.
That's only a 50% bonus. Whatever. That's still so much damage. I'm hoping these beams are actually doing good stuff for us. Can you imagine if they didn't actually have Pierce? Felt like I should have been able to fit through that gap. I feel like I'm not quite faster than the enemies yet. All right, Speed King could level up. We got a 3% movement boost. Ranged multi-piercing poison. Vipers slither from the shadows and poison your enemies. Okay. Ranged multi-piercing. Fires wind blade that starts spiraling away. 3 projectiles. 32 damage. Let's go with poison for the purposes of killing bosses. And we also get that Snecko. That's true. The Danger Noodle. I jumped in for that flask, which in hindsight, might not have been the best plan for like a long run. Yes, my love? Oh no. Creates poisons of acid and damage. Sure. I'm going to put that here so it gets a bonus from dominating. I just realized the slimes have little speakers inside of them. Very cute. There's a Chivo for leveling up Snecko. Okay. We'll do what we can. Is that like Envy's signature skill? The snake? Ow, God. Ow, I'm being bullied. I just want to go to the left. Is that too much to ask? Yes, apparently it is. It absolutely is. I gave up on the left. I'm going right. I'm still being bullied. What's up with that? Okay, my laser beam cannot hard carry me. Okay, it's time for Carlos. This is the one that people said was very Final Fantasy coded. Legendary Antichrist Superstar. All right, let's go. Oh, it cannot go through the hand. Good to know. Oh, oh, oh. What in the what? Did the child flee from me? Oops, I only got one dodge. I'm at 6 HP. And then I get too close and the hands just pick them up away? How are you ever supposed to win this fight? What is this? Where even is this boss? Cool game, man. This is actually a really interesting fight. And it feels like the sort of one that's not hard if you don't greed for damage. Goodbye, child. Get it. Stop fleeing. Can I get a GG there? Hello? Second time ever seeing that fight, figuring it out. Mechanics. All right, there's so many flasks up this way. Let's try and go back for them all before we get bullied and die. The boss fights in this game are really interesting. I think they actually might be more interesting than just the waves. Like the waves are fine, don't get me wrong, but they're a little bit overwhelming. And then the boss fights like have kind of fascinating mechanics, to be honest. It could also be just like the boss fights are easier than the waves. I don't know. I still feel there's like a major way that I'm just, something hasn't quite clicked for me for the game yet in terms of what it wants me to do for builds and getting stronger to kill stuff. But again, it could just be a matter of like you get enough meta progress, you just get enough raw stats, and then you're good. Come on, buff. Ooh, 12% damage. That's good. The Reaping. Oh, the Reaping is new. Ranged Piercing. Let's put it here. The game doesn't have vocals, but it does have the occasional growl, which I think is very funny. Need a lot of experience before you play for the big audience, I guess. So, like in your analogy here, the waves are pub shows, whereas the boss fights are like private gigs with a VIP. What is a map if not a big stage? That's fair. That is fair. The Night Witch is back. The critical method is back. I think I just need another weapon. Melee buff main weapon. Main attack and affected melee weapons deal more damage and apply poison. This applies only to melee weapons. So this is a melee and this is a melee, and main attack and affected melee weapons. Okay, I can't actually hit. Wait, are you a melee? Ranged. Okay, I'm not taking the poison then. Let's reroll. Let's level up the serpent. I was told there might be a Chivo if I can get one more level of the serpent after this. I think purple is the level you need to get it to. Magnet. Envy. Reroll. Does it sound like there's vocals? Maybe? Like, it doesn't sound like there's not vocals. This is, it's very tough. The poison for Cusco, the poison specifically for Cusco. Cusco's poison? That poison? Yes, that poison. There's occasionally a scream. I think it's closer to a whisper. I think it's a sort of sound that's supposed to sound like a scream, but it's not a scream. Does that make any sense? I think it's supposed to sound like it is vocals, but it's not vocals. But that might be, maybe that's weird and not actually a real thing. All right, the lack of sustain's about to get real bad here. Oh, Big Gene is here. Big Gene? What's up, buddy? You doing good? How are the kids? God, my kingdom for a healing item. Come on, please. Ah, no. All right, we did our best. We did our best. We tried. Yeah, we've only found the one sustain so far. Obviously, we have the ability to get and unlock a little bit of, that's what I'm looking for, like regen. Interesting. So our legendary Antichrist superstar, only 131 DPS. The Reaping, 333. Fascinating. All right. Maybe the damage stats we had from the boss fight tanked it. Really? We didn't unlock anything that run. Huh. So it goes, all right, well, friends, that is going to call it there. Man, I'm so good at words right now. That's going to do it for our sponsored segment today, and call it for the stream as well. So I'd like to remind everybody that the section that you just watched was hashtag sponsored. So I was, basically full disclosure, I was paid to show you that game. There's no additional hoops or anything behind it. Just an opportunity that sometimes developers have games and they think my audience would enjoy it, and so they approach me and I get to show it off. And I'm always super thankful for these opportunities. I'm always very choosy and very selective with these opportunities. I want to pick things that I feel good about and I think that you'll actually legitimately enjoy. And I think that was a good match for that. So yeah, Devil Jam went on sale on November 3rd. It is currently 10% off. If you're interested in it, you can hit !sponsor in the chat. Bring up a little linky right there. That it's a tracking link. It lets them know that, this campaign did something. And so give a little look-see if that is the sort of thing that you're interested in. So the game, I'm going to hit the talking points again one more time. It is a music roguelike sort of fusion game right there. The player fights to the beat of the music, which is kind of cool. We only got to see 2 bosses. It looks like runs are 30 minutes long. There are 4 different bosses. You get to see 3 every run. The animations are all hand-drawn. So the enemies and bosses all hand-drawn. And they also hired a person to do the custom soundtrack for this whole thing, which I think is kind of cool. Yeah. Team collected as much feedback as possible to improve the game since its demo. That's fun. Oh, right. There's also 180 unlocks, which is kind of neat. So yeah, thanks for being here, everybody. It means a lot. I really appreciate it. I hope you had a good time. If you're new and you enjoy the vibes, give a follow. Thank you, everybody, for the subs and the bits. I couldn't do what I do without you. So thank you for that. All right, I have another stream tonight at 5, so I'm going to go lie down for a couple of hours before I fall over. We're going to go send it off to my buddy Adam. who is checking out the new PoE League. So let's go send some love over his way. Thanks for being here, everybody. And yeah, bye.